When you are not using your womb to birth a child, your womb is uniquely and divinely designed to rebirth you over and over and over again. That is the power that you hold as a woman. You have the fountain of life within you, you have the elixir of life within you. You literally hold the keys of life and death within you. But in order to access this power of resurrection, then you need to tune in and drop down into your womb and allow yourself to turn your womb into a tomb womb. Yes, I said a tomb womb. It's a place where we go to die and to be reborn. Very similar to a chrysalis that you'll see for butterflies. They go into their tomb womb to dissolve from being a caterpillar and then to grow into being a butterfly. And this is what a lot of people won't tell you. They'll say, oh, go ahead and manifest, write it down, focus on the thoughts, create the emotion, it'll create the experience. But that is a very patriarchal and masculine way of manifesting, because we also have a womb that is fertile ground for creating and rebirthing us into a higher identity. And this higher identity is our luminous nature, our truest nature, our crystalline nature. And this work is ancestral justice work. It is ancestral healing work. Now, this is really important because I know so many of us out there, we clicked in this video because we're ready to evolve. We are ready to allow ourselves to experience our existence in a more loving, more peaceful, more easeful way. A lot of us are ready for a whole new life because our ancestors were all luminous and crystalline at one point, but then we went through life. And for me, for example, my ancestry went through slavery here in the United States and in the Caribbean. So there's a lot of imprints on my family and in my lineage of not being good enough, being inferior, of being powerless, being hopeless. There's a lot of imprints in there. And I have to do the work to clear and heal my womb, clear and heal my ovaries so I can detach from these ancestral memories, detach from these unhealed ancestors in order to return to my true self, my truest self. Okay? Because when we have not done our womb healing, then it's a possibility that we are still carrying ancestral attachments with us. And those ancestral attachments are unhealed ancestors. Their thoughts, their feelings, their emotions, their faces, their bodies. We're still carrying their bodies with us. Okay, so if we really want to heal, and we want to evolve into our crystalline nature, into our truest nature, into our highest and luminous identity, then we have to begin to cut the cords and heal ourselves of the past to reclaim the identity that we know we really are, to reclaim our truest personality. When I started doing this work, I began to see that my face started changing. I would look in the mirror literally and like not recognize myself. I would look in the mirror and be like, who is that? Doesn't look like me. I don't see myself. That's kind of wild to think that and to feel that way. But after 4 intense years of womb healing, I have literally detached and released ancestral attachments from my body and from my being that were unhealed. And as I looked in the mirror more and more and more, I began to really see my true self. I was like, oh, that's my face. And I began to feel more beautiful, more attractive, more sexual, more sensual. I got more of my life force back. And that is what happens when we heal. That is our truest identity, is being in our full power, being our full creative expression, feeling our full life force, reclaiming our full life force, and not having it leak out to the past. And so this is what happened with my fibroids, because my fibroids, when I have 3 now, I think, we'll see if they're still there, but 2 of them dropped out. And when one dropped, it kind of looked like a face. I talk about it in one of my last videos. You can check it out. That is why I believe that these are ancestral attachments, unhealed ancestors within us. These fibroids are sucking our life force, and they're keeping us attached and overly identified with painful thoughts, painful memories, and painful emotions. But once we clear and heal those fibroids and we release them and drop them out of our being and back into the earth, be recycled for higher energy and unconditional love, then we have reclaimed more of ourselves. When we reclaim more of ourselves, and our highest self can land more into our body. And that's how we reclaim more of our light. Your divinity lives inside of your womb. Your truest identity lives inside of your womb. Your feelings, your soft life feelings, your feeling of knowing that you're worthy of being relaxed, being loved, being taken care of, being soft, that paradigm lives inside of your womb too. That is an identity that you can have, is that you naturally receive and magnetize to you what is actually in alignment with your highest desires and your soul's purpose in this world. So make sure that you start your womb healing, that you tune in and drop down, that you transform yourself from the inside out, that you tell your womb, I am ready to surrender to you. I am ready to let you guide me. I trust you completely and wholeheartedly with my life. When I was really out of alignment with my truest nature, with my truest identity, with my real personality, I was the sleeping woman. That's what I call the sleeping woman now. She's a woman who's unaware. And for me, I was really attached to negativity. I was really attached to negative thoughts, constantly self-criticizing myself, afraid of punishment, felt guilty, felt wrong, felt bad for existing. I had a lot of subconscious fear-based programming inside of me that I was overly identified with and overly attached to. And it created a lot of suffering and pain in my life. After doing my womb healing, now I'm the divine creatrix. I'm conscious. That is the first thing. I'm conscious and I'm aware. And I know now that I'm worthy of a loving mindset. I'm worthy of an abundance consciousness. We have to believe that we're worthy of it in order to be in this new reality, in this new way of being. So the divine creatrix is attached to fulfillment, not to disappointment. She has an abundance consciousness. She trusts in life. She knows life is working for her. She has faith. But our fibroids are negative. So it's going to really pull and attach us to those other thoughts that I was talking about earlier that I was really, really attached to. So surrender to your womb. Let her guide you. She knows the way. She's going to tell you. If you arrived here, it's a reason. The womb is the greatest weaver of all time. She's connected to every womb out there. You can work with her as one of the most powerful technologies on this planet, your womb, to guide you into healing yourself into your highest timeline, because that's what you are capable of, beloved. All right. And that's what I want for you. So I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you so much for tuning in, and go ahead and like this video and subscribe to my channel, and leave me a comment below if any of this resonated or if you have any thoughts on it as well. And I'll see you in there. I'll respond to you guys and everything. But yeah, I hope to see you in my next video.